How's it going, everybody? How you all doing? We are back again. Yeehaw! What's up, Air Dragon? I see you in the chat. Alright, turn this down. Shuffle that playlist. Alright. So what are you doing right now, Air Dragon? LB blasting, lightning blast. Trying to unlock Empowered at the moment. This mix of Primal, Woven, and Nemesis is just enough stuff that the monos aren't boring me quickly. Right, I got you. I don't think we're gonna put anything down. Movement speed and health, not too bad. This one we need to reroll. Armor, all right. Honestly, this is not too bad. Code of the Erase is not too bad. What's good, Savicus? How you doing, man? Welcome back. Much better than yesterday. What was going on yesterday? Right now I'm running. Hey, what's good, G Money? Yes, sir. Right now I'm running loaves, lightning blast build, just to try it out how it feels and what stuff they pick. Right. I got you. Yeah, Pinching Love's always got some solid stuff out there. Appreciate his content. He typically plays a lot of hardcore. So even though I play softcore, I like, you know, that sort of like defense first mindset. Wolf and Frozen Sentinel worked on that a bit together. Yeah, they did. Is Frozen Sentinel back? No, I think he's still on vacation. What's the build for next week? I know you like to switch every week, which is cool. I might stick with this one another week. But what I might try and do for next week, like I feel like the one-handed is the dual wield is pretty successful. Maybe try and make the so we're using a dual wield. Maybe try and make the two-handed work just to have to. He's still on vacation. It was a bit of a hangover yesterday. Yeah, I had some drinks last night, a good amount. Still feeling a little off today. Nothing too bad. Took my ibuprofen, drank some water. But assuming I don't switch up what I'm doing, it'd be like a Beastmaster. But I still feel like there's some potential here. What up, Shiny? So what do I got right here? I got a +4. This is an okay one. What about you, G Money? What are you playing right now? I've run into a fun bug online, a perpetual option to fight Orbis after every first echo to raise the timeline corruption. Sorry, offline. Oh, okay. I mean, hey, go ham. And Chriskin, that's different from the normal catch-up mechanic. Like, how many gazes do you have? Because if you have enough gazes, it'll just keep popping up right here. It's a perpetual catch-up mechanic. What was my highest timeline? Okay. Well, you've been playing the game. Yeah. See how many gazes you have. Ah. Yeah, I think you need 8. 8 or higher. 9? Okay. Yeah, if you really want to know, do it again one more time and see if it pops up. If it does, do it again one more time, assuming your build can handle it. And then after that, see if it pops up. You should be out of gazes by that point. It's reflect. Understood, yeah. Hey, what's good, Squeak? Welcome back. I haven't been to Taco Bell since they discontinued the Baja Chicken Chalupa. I don't think I ever tried that one. It's been a while since I've been there. Nah, I thought I shuffled this playlist. How are the updates since launch? Since the launch of this season? Or since the launch of the game? Okay, I'm gonna assume you're reacting to the launch of this season, so that's what I said first, and I know there's a delay. It's feeling better. The getting one shot mechanic was tiresome. Yeah, so they changed that. If you're playing like any sort of bleed build or ignite or poison or something that doesn't have capped, not capped, but like they capped the UI stacks, it's now uncapped. I've been seeing that. I've been getting like 3,000 stacks of bleed on targets. It's nuts. It's really cool. Instead of going, well, I hit 999 really fast. Yeah. There's also some new bugs. You know, it's one of those, it's like the monkey's paw, right? You get what you wish for, but, you know, there's a catch. It wasn't capped. It was only the display. Yeah, it wasn't technically capped. It was just the UI only went up to 999. It's 10 people trying to block 40 holes on a dam. Is that how many people are on this? On the bug team? I mean, I know they got a staff of around 100 according to their LinkedIn. Just an analogy? Sure. Hi, Michael. Hey, what up, Morn? Swear that was the last one? No, don't worry. I like it. It's a term of endearment. I have to take some more ibuprofen, man. My muscles are still kind of sore. Yeah, it's frustrating. It's a bit maddening for sure. It's not a good sign right off the bat. Yawns. Yawn City. I'll be right back, guys. Oh, hey, Morn, thank you for the 7 stream streak. I appreciate it. Yeah. Trying to wake up a little bit more. Thank you so much for the likes over on YouTube, guys. I appreciate it. Let's keep it going. All right. heard that. Yeah, I saw your reply to one of my shorts, Saphicus. Yeah, I think that would be good. I did see somebody on another video commenting that they didn't like it, but it sounded like they were saying they didn't like it because it was kind of weird. It was more like they didn't like it because there wasn't a lot of glyphs. They're like, oh great, another rune. I'm like, huh, that's an interesting take. I do think the functionality, maybe make glyphs better, sounds like a them problem. I agree. Runes are better anyway. I mean, they have their purpose, and I feel like stuff that affects an item to that degree, that sounds like a pretty good rune, you know? Re-rolling implicits, re-rolling ranges, re-rolling base types. That sounds like what a rune does. Yeah. Whereas glyphs are all about the affixes. You could make an argument for runes of havoc and runes of redemption actually being glyphs, but they don't affect individual glyphs, which is what glyphs do. They affect the individual item, the individual affixes on an item. That's why Glyph of Envy feels kind of weird right now. Like, yeah, it does, but it affects the item as a whole. It feels like it has a weird place. Glyphs of Hope and Despair are the only ones you use. I use all of them to a degree. I would say number one, I use Glyphs of Hope the most. I mean, I think that's everybody. I use Glyphs of Hope the most, followed by Glyphs of Despair. This one's kind of a tie. This one's kind of a tie for me. Tie between Glyphs of Envy and Glyphs of Chaos. All right, they both kind of have that YOLO mechanic right there. And then I use Glyphs of Order the least, only because I only use a Glyph of Order when the affix is like tier 3 or tier 4. And it's like the last affix. Yeah, dude, no, they need to bring that one back. Well, no, that was a rune. That was a rune that would, if I'm not mistaken. Am I wrong, guys? Was it the rune that would seal it and then the glyph would change an affix into an experimental affix and you had to know, you had to basically use the calculator or do it enough times to figure it out on your own? Yeah, there was Glyph of Insight, but there was also Rune of Discovery. No, not Rune of Discovery. Rune of... Was it called Rune of... No, you sealed to get the Glyph of Insight. I mean, maybe it's been long enough. Maybe you're right. Maybe we did. There we go. Do I have it backwards? Oh, and to everybody who's playing Powerball, good luck. Messed up today, got 3 LP Siphon with good rolls, then I slammed it, got MG tag, ruined the item for me. Rive better now with dual wielding. Hey, what up, Nico's dad? I prefer Rive with a two-handed weapon, but, and it's a big one, for Truesight glass to really be effective, it really helps when you have base critical strike chance, and it's kind of hard. Like, I suppose I could use maybe like a two-handed weapon. Like, I could probably use like a two-handed, like, exalted weapon, something like this, and get those affixes, but I already know myself. I'm gonna want the Apathy's Maw. And, you know, a 2 LP Apathy's Maw is kind of rare. I've found 2 so far this season, so I mean they're out there, but for the most part, expect to have a 1 LP. So what do you choose? You could throw melee. You could throw melee critical strike chance on there, and there you go. That is an option that I haven't tried yet, but you're now lacking any attack speed you might have gotten. You're lacking any armor shred you would have had on there. Just having 2 exalted weapons that you could put your armor shred, your melee critical strike chance, your flat melee damage, your melee attack speed, it feels a bit better. I think I'm going to play this build for another week, Nico, and then I'm going to try on this next week, I'm going to try and focus on using a two-handed weapon. So what I'll probably try and do is use something like a Jade Cleaver or a Bardiche. You know, I want to use an axe. Use something like this, right? Use something like this and try and get attack speed, something like that on there. This could be good. And we try it out. Like this. This could be the truth right here. Melee void damage, melee critical strike chance. We could try something like this out. So hopefully that answers your question, Nico. Yeah, I also got this right here. The melee void damage, increased melee attack speed. The problem is... So Bardiche, I see. I was going to try Rive next build. I stand fully behind two-handed at the moment. Get yourself an Eagle Wing, get yourself a Katana, and then get yourself a Truesight glass, and I stand behind this. Like, this is not insane gear. All right, this is not insane gear in the least. Right? Like, this is pretty good. This is a pretty good helmet. This is an okay chest piece. Yeah, yeah. So I stand behind this. Staying on sigils or going cleave with two-handed. If I go with the two-handed, I might try it with sigils. But in my build guide planner that I put out, I did not use sigils. Okay, so what am I getting out of sigils? Right now, I'm getting the increased critical strike chance out of sigils. Right now, that's what I'm mostly getting out of it. I really do like my Void Cleave. I really do like my Void Cleave, though, Savicus. You already know. I love that. Oh, I love Void Cleave. But the thing is, this is an okay movement skill right here with Healing Hands. Sigils does give us a good amount of critical strike chance. We shall see. Go get a T8 Void Cleave Champion Sword. I mean, if I wanted to do a build like that, but I would have to give up my Truesight glass. You're level 72 on Rive Cleave. Yeah, I leveled with a two-handed. Yeah. It would be a different build, right? It would be a different build. A Void Cleave focused build. One thing I don't like about two-handed, like one thing I don't like about dual wield setups is that you take all that extra damage. Take that 9% more damage. It's disgusting. Thinking about the TA Cleave Sword.
Bankai.
Was that Rive Sage? Rive Sage?
Katen Kyokotsu. Karamatsu Shinju.
What's good, Reef? What are you up to, brother? Oh. Just woke up from a nap. Can't decide if I want to play LE or The Outer Worlds. The first one? Is the second one out yet? Second one is not out yet. Okay. Yeah, the first. Sorry to hear that, Repeats. The second one is out late October. Oh, okay, so this year. Fading Brink is no joke at 700 corruption. Yeah, that one stinks. Make Rebuke Reflect build. Seems legit. There we go. What? Oh. Well, joy. Wouldn't Scissor be good? Well, let's see. I know I dropped one there earlier, but I left it behind. Gain a stack of Kismet when you directly use a melee attack. When you directly use a throwing attack, consume all stacks of Kismet. Here is my issue with the Weaver weapons. So yeah, I think Kismet could have a place if you get a good one. The thing is, it has... Okay, well, it comes with plus 46 melee damage on there. I was going to say it's kind of got low melee damage with that 27, but plus 46 is all right. So what do you give up if you wanted to give up your sword? Well, the plus 1 to 2 levels of melee skills I think is good. What you're going to really be looking for, though, is trying to get that melee attack speed on there. Ultimately, though, I say, you know, it's important to have an axe and a sword. The reason why you want to have an axe in the build is you get the void damage per vitality while you have an axe. So you get extra flat void damage. So I want to at least have an axe. I don't want to dual wield swords here. I want to have at least one axe and one sword. You can also get the physical damage per dexterity with the sword. I don't have a lot of dexterity in this build. Yeah, I got one. So yeah, we're really stacking big here, chat. Anyway, another thing that I feel like you might be giving up here. You're giving up the potential. Well, no, you're not giving up the potential. My plan is to eventually use an Eye of Reen with melee attack speed on it. Because it's a katana base, we get the 50% critical strike multiplier. So Kismet does have a place, though I don't know how we're going to be using the stacks. I guess because I got to have everything on my bar for this one. I don't know where I would fit in a throwing attack to get all the stacks of Kismet. Though, I mean, to be fair, it doesn't really look like we would use the Kismet stack since all they do is give throwing attacks. So never mind. We'll take Kismet off. You get the increased attack speed. Very nice. Goes very well with the build, especially if you get a T7 melee attack speed. Boom, you're off to the races. Plus 1 to 2 levels. Bonus, Rive. Rive likes levels. Rive really likes levels. You know, you take 5 points here, 4 points here, 3 points here. You know, like Rive really likes levels. Vitality obviously scales everything. We get the more damage, multiplier with vitality, 1% more melee damage per 3 vitality. So I mean, yeah, vitality is big. I think I still personally am leaning towards Eye of Reen, but there's nothing wrong with this. Hey, kind of new. Hey, what up, Leon? Let me get YouTube open again. About the skills and vitality, I think it's a good idea, Savicus. Especially if you can't get an Eye of Reen. Kind of new to the game. Is there a way to filter for primordial modifiers? In the Bazaar, there's a Maxwell community filter for trade. Might be others. I'm going to be perfectly honest, Leon. I am a Circle of Fortune player primarily. The one season that I did play Merchant's Guild, it was when they reset the season. It was cool. Primordials weren't in the game yet. I haven't played since. Let me see. Let me see if I can look up something for you. Hold up. You're looking for modifiers in the Bazaar. Where's Fred? All right, what's up, Fred? Fred is my one and only. Oh, right. I need to hit Y. I sold 3 items. Yay. Fred is my one and only Merchant's Guild guy. What did I sell? What did I sell? $0. Okay, cool. I'm rolling in the dough now. Okay, so you're looking for primordials? This is all new to me. Holy. What kind of primordial are you looking for? You said primordial modifiers? Are you looking for T8 affixes, Leon? He's looking for a good one. Yeah, cool. Let's look up Carry On of Creation. Search. You can buy one for 38,000. A filter for a T8. Oh, okay. Affixes. So are you just looking for any T8 affix? Legendary potential, any class? Affixes. Okay, let's look at hybrid health. Any. So you have to look for the particular affix you're looking for. Are you trying to cast a wide net here, Leon? Okay, nobody's selling a T8 hybrid health affix. What about throwing damage? I just don't think anybody's selling. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Here's how you would do that. Click on all the boxes. Click on everything. Minimum tier. Well, no, you're probably not going to want that. Oh, this is going to be a nightmare. This is going to be a nightmare. Holy. Right. No. Yeah, I saw what Dredd said for sure. Yeah, I agree. And this is legacy, right? This is not even seasonal. Can only have 5 affixes? Oh. Thanks, Shiny. Yeah. Never mind. Yeah, that's kind of an odd request, though. Oh, is this guy still good? Hold up, can this guy still slay? Season 2, Season 3, Season 4, it's all downhill from here, baby. What's up, Mugshade? Why do you think it's all downhill? How's it going? Well, somebody was asking a question about Merchant's Guild, and I don't have any characters in season in Merchant's Guild, so I went to my one character that's in Merchant's Guild to try and answer the question. We're going back to what I was playing. How you doing, Toasty? I mean, Chriskin, to be fair, Mugshade did put a kappa at the end. We're getting trolled, man. We're getting trolled. I just noticed the kappa, man. Oh, me too. I completely missed it. I'm good. Gonna finally do the new campaign chapter tonight, so I haven't done it. Hey, good luck, man. Have fun. The more I play Path of Exile 2, the more I want to play Last Epoch, sure. I can resonate with that. Diablo player has never played PoE or Last Epoch. What do I recommend between the two? Okay, well, you can play PoE 1 for free. The thing is, you're going to need a lot of help. It's not as new player friendly. So, of the new player friendly games, you got Last Epoch and Path of Exile 2. I would say Last Epoch is definitely the more player-friendly game of the two, though Path of Exile 2 is certainly more player-friendly than Path of Exile 1 is, at least right now. Here's what I would do. Obviously, I'm playing Last Epoch, so I'm going to own my bias. I'm going to tell you Last Epoch. Here's why. Path of Exile 2, you have to pay to play it right now because it's in early access, but when it hits full launch, it'll be free to play. So if you're going to spend money on the game that's still going to cost money when Path of Exile 2 comes out. And play that one now. It's also, in my opinion, a better new player experience. And then when Path of Exile 2 comes out, you can play that for free. Though I understand if you want to jump in now. I mean, yeah, but I mean, come on, guys. We need to own our bias here. This is a Last Epoch stream from somebody who does nothing but stream Last Epoch. Every once in a while, I'll stream another game for a day. Kind of bugs and broken skills in Season 3 are what's stopping a lot of creators from investing into LE. It hasn't stopped me. Another reason why it's kind of hard to invest into LE, and I know I might sound like a broken record here, is it doesn't have a console port. So yeah, the bugs are one thing. Hopefully they can get that ironed out. You are absolutely correct in pointing that out. But I feel like having a console port would be more enticing for creators because that's a larger player base to be able to, have people click on your videos. First time watching Last Epoch gameplay and it feels a lot like Diablo 3? No. Well, what are you looking for, Ziegler? Are you looking for a slower paced game? I am playing kind of a high-powered build, and I haven't pushed the difficulty. Here's one thing about Last Epoch that's notable about the game. This number right here, this is the difficulty, essentially. Higher number, more difficult. This number is infinite. So there's something in the game that we like to call pushing corruption. So the higher I push this number, the more looking for the same D2 LOD feeling. So slowed down, crunchy, pick your battles, plan your stuff. You might get that out of Path of Exile 2. I'm not gonna lie. Path of Exile 2 is certainly slower. There's also Project Diablo 2. Gameplay reminds me of Diablo 3. Well, it'll depend on the build. This build is certainly, you know, reminiscent of Diablo 3. High damage, run through some stuff. It's doing a lot of damage. Essentially, in order to really start to have it feel like it's cutting its teeth, I'm going to have to push the corruption here. But if you want a slower paced game, Path of Exile 2, that's what they're working on. That's everything they're trying to work on. They even slowed the game in their second league. It was getting a little too zoomy. They wanted to kind of slow it down so you're not just like zooming all over the map. I personally like the zooms. Maybe not, you know, Diablo 3 level. Diablo 3 level, there was certainly a lot of zoom. For sure. There was a lot of zoom. Yeah, this is an end-game character. I'm just, you know, pushing the corruption here. Trying to get to a point where I'm not just one-shotting everything. Trying to find where this build performs best. Yeah, I will say this, Ziggler. I'm somebody who's got over 2,000 hours experience in the game. I know a lot of tips and tricks and how to make it go faster, because that's what I like. If you pick up the game, you don't follow any build guides, and you're just playing for yourself, and you're figuring it out on your own, it's going to be a lot slower than what you're seeing here from what I'm doing. Hopefully all this commentary helps you with, you know, what direction you want to go. It definitely sounds like you want that crunchier feeling. Hey, what up, Cookbook? How's it going, man? How you doing, bro? It's been a while, man. What's good? How you liking season 3? Yo, man, how's that Scorpion build looking? Just got your Fading Brink done. Yeah, I honestly have not been keeping up with the Weaver faction. It's going very nice. So for your build, what was the best primordial, or did you go with a TA? Or are you actually... It's awkward. Okay. Because are you, like, not playing Scorpion? Oh, you are? Yeah. I'm like, it's cookbook. It is freaking cookbook, man. When people say Scorpion in the game, it should just say, you know, cookbook's build. I would imagine Poison Nova, right? Okay. Perry was doing Scorpion testing and found out Scorpion can get storm stacks via Avalanche and Earthquake. Or is that converting Avalanche to Earthquake? Oh, cool. What's good, Slippy? The difference between LE and Path of Exile 2, it takes a long time. Oh yeah, that's one of the many differences. Oh, so repeats. Is that more of a bug, or is that like working as intended and it's just? Whereas Cook, but you're probably just going to want to have the one minion, right? Yeah. You think it's intended. Understood. What would be interesting if you could use the Shock Nova node and it could charge itself? That's a good point. Yeah, Zaglair, if you're still there, I forgot to mention, one of the secret sauces of last Epoch is the fact that, you know, you have all these skills that you can use. Well, not necessarily, but let's just say, for the sake of argument, you got all these skills that you can use. But you see, I got 5 of those skills, and you might notice, oh, hey, yeah, look, you got this over there. Yeah. Why are these 5 above all of these? It's because I've specialized into them. All right? And when you specialize into each skill, you get its own very unique skill tree. Like this one, you got this skill tree, this skill tree, this skill tree, this skill tree, this skill tree. And it completely can change what the skill originally does depending on how you want to form your build. Like, I've turned Healing Hands into essentially a movement skill as well as a survival skill. And it activates whenever I attack with this. So, I'll be right back, guys. Gotta use the restroom. See you soon. All right, let's get back to it. Bird up. Yeah, I think I'm going to take a break from PoE 2 tonight and play some LE. Come on over, bro. Come on over. We got cookies. Well, I got cookies. I'm not sharing. But, I mean, if you're here and you're eating your cookies, maybe I'll eat some cookies too, and then we could all have cookies together. Yep. There we go. That one's not too bad. Wish I had a sweet tooth, but these days I'd rather snack on some smoked salmon crackers, maybe some cheese. I mean, that does sound pretty good. Well, hello there, chat. I'm stuck on a boss in the new act and just getting destroyed. You're like, you know what, man? Just chill out. Spawn died to the monkey 4 times. Why are you doing this to yourself? Monkey comes in. Yo, listen, look, I already said sorry, all right? Can we just drop it? Good one, Monkey. Good one. Excuse me. Watching PoE clips on YouTube. Was laughing that streamers play with sunglasses and epilepsy warning. Don't know what build it was, but it was super bright and flashing. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so that hit 5. I guess we got to really make a decision here. We got 94 points. All right. We got 94 points. So we need to decide if we're going to invest it into Eternal Form or Time Legion. I'm leaning Eternal Form because it gives us vitality, which will also give us damage and health. Though, with Time Legion, we're going to lose that 15% melee attack speed and 5% echo chance. So instead of getting the full 30% echo chance, we're now getting 25. So we're not going to have a full 80% echo chance for Rive. I think what we need, though, is health. We need survivability, because like right now we're just like walking all over everything. We're just, you know, looking at something and it goes Oh, well, hello there. Everything's still melting. Yeah, monkey. We're still pushing. At this point, it's going to be more about us not melting. Yeah, the damage on this build is just obscene. Now we're starting to hit that classic, you know, health bouncing up and down. We need horns the most, followed by petals. No Portent or Stan Apocalypse plate. No Portent's perfectly on the table here. I'm trying to think. Yeah, because like Apocalypse plate is not because I like Apocalypse plate. I'm using Apocalypse plate because it's the only T4 Rive I've got with some like health and vitality on it. No Portent is perfectly viable. One thing about that, I would want to get some more resistances. Yeah, the echo damage does help a lot. Like where are... I could use something else just to see, Because we do got a good roll, 120. Yeah, that's a decent amount of echo damage, you know? What's up, bud? Hey, that cosmic guy. What's going on? Okay, so we got a 2 LP. Oh, that is sexy. Another consideration I was having, Savicus, since we actually have full critical strike avoidance from Truesight glass, we could go for the helm, Seed of Echidrosil. Again, with something like that, we're gonna be losing armor. Smells like slams with bite. Yeah, potentially. Yeah, potentially. Okay, so we got a 2 LP Truesight glass. The rolls on it are okay. Yeah, the rolls are just fine. I mean, we're only getting 7% less damage over time taken as opposed to 19%. But it's a 10% critical strike multiplier gain. Critical strike avoidance is not too bad. We got 30% here on our gloves. What class is this? Sentinel. You're playing this for the first time. You're playing on mage and just got Spellblade. A lot of damage. A lot of damage, man. Yeah, sure. Let's throw this one in there. Spellblade's really good. Yeah. I think the thing about this build is, like, once it starts ramping, you know what I'm saying? Once it starts ramping, it's like, holy. You're only level 21. Right. You're getting there. Oh. But I get cast speed, melee critical strike chance. Nice. If you have questions, there's always people with answers, even just talking. So trying to understand this game. So what are you trying to understand about it, Cosmic Guy? I mean, there is a lot of stuff. If there's one piece of advice I can give to you, check out sites like Maxroll, Action RPG, and Last Epoch Tools. You might be able to find some answers there. Also, press G on your keyboard. There is an in-game guide. It doesn't have everything. It's still a work in progress, but you can learn a lot about what you might be looking for with the in-game guide. Oh, sorry, folks. The yawn started to hit me. Oh, I almost got toasted. Yeah, they're starting to hit pretty hard. I'll have to check that out. I'm not new to this genre, so I know the general core mechanics. Just trying to learn my character and things that are unique to this game. Well, is that the Void class? Yeah, this is Void Knight. Yeah, this is Void Knight. So every class in the game has 3 masteries. All right, and you can respec those masteries at any time you want. So right now you're playing Mage. And you're playing a Spellblade. I mostly just play Sentinel. That's what I'm playing right now. This is a Void Knight. And I'm kind of blanking here. I guess it really depends on what kind of information you're looking for. You already know, I'm assuming that... holy, what is that? Okay, I'm assuming... that you already know that there are specializations in the game. Also, hi, hey, what up, Siwas? There's specializations in the game. So you can have up to 5. Each skill has its own unique skill tree. Max of 20 points, but you can increase it with, stuff. Items. And that can really lead to a lot of build diversity. The stash system is pretty good. You can completely customize all of these. You can buy all the stash tabs with in-game gold. You might have figured that one out by now at level 20. I'm not sure. So especially if you played a lot of PoE, maybe you're used to buying some stash tabs on that game. You do the same thing here, but you use the in-game currency as opposed to a premium currency. Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah. In this game, there's something called uniques, and once you get to a good place in the game, you'll be able to transform them into legendaries by doing something what we call a slam. And that means you can combine a purple item like this with a unique, which is orange. Once you've combined it, you now have a legendary. Basically, that unique now has affixes from that purple. And that's going to depend on how much legendary potential is on the item. But that's for later on in the game. Right now, it's about playing the game, figuring out some core stuff. A few tips I can give for you. Even though I do play a lot of Sentinel, across all classes, especially for the campaign, if you press C, you're going to open up this resistances. You're going to open up your character sheet. There's going to be this thing called resistances. Try and get yourself some physical resistance, lightning, and cold, and maybe a little bit of poison for the campaign. Probably somewhere around the range of like 50, 30, 30, 30. Is a good baseline. You can throw it on any piece of gear. Learning the crafting system will help a lot. You can press F, and that'll open up the forge. And from there, you can craft on pieces of gear. Assuming you have forging potential and shards for the item. So that's typically what I recommend, when you're first getting into it. Putting some defensive stats on your gear with the forging system. Some like physical resistance, some cold resistance, maybe a little bit of life. And just, oh, that Cosmic guy, thank you so much for the follow. And yeah, that's how I would that's how I go about. I think one thing that I try not to do is like, oh, you're a new player? Let me just start telling you everything about the game and just absolutely piling up. Sorry, guys. Absolutely just piling all this stuff up. I want to give a few tips. Keep it under 5 minutes. That's what I got for you. It's like something's stuck in my throat. Yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry again, guys. Like, something's tickling the back of my throat. It's getting pretty hot in the office right now. It was kind of a warmer day, and now I got the computer going. We're streaming. It's kind of going full blast. These old houses, we don't have central air. We don't have central air. The only way we can, try and cool ourselves off is with like a fan. So, I got that going full blast, and I think it's tickling my throat here. Right, pretty simple but satisfying to watch. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I like it a lot, unless specifically asked about. Oh yeah, absolutely, Cosmic. Yeah, if you got any questions, man, I got you. At least for as long as I'm online. Ouch. Need some mini splits, sounds like. Mini splits? What are that? What is that? What's a mini split? I mean, we can do that. Obviously, we're renting this place. The thing is, it would only really be used for days like this. Like, today was a nice day. All right, on that note, what can I expect for in-game content? Okay, yeah, let me give you a brief overview, but let me answer Reefer Sage first. So we could definitely invest into that. The thing is, it's only really useful for like 2 or 3 months out of the year, which might be what we really need. It's going to really depend on the day. We live in coastal Central Coast, California, right? So, for the most part, it's generally 65 and below all year round. Today was like 72. Not that bad. Even 65 is a warm day. 72 is great when you're outside, but in these old houses that have been designed to try and hold in all this heat and there's not a lot of airflow, it can get stuffy and that sort of thing. So maybe what Reefer Sage is alluding to, trying to get one of those air conditioning units to be mounted on the wall, might be a thing. Our electricity is also really expensive. Like, ever since I built the new PC, like, I could definitely tell. I could definitely tell. I think I'm just going to grit my teeth and use the fans unless it gets unbearable, but I appreciate it, Reefer. All right, Cosmic Guy, let me answer your question. What can you expect for in-game content? Well, for the most part, you can expect, as of right now, something called monoliths. It's only going to get more expensive. Yeah, I know, right? Especially here in California, unfortunately. One thing you could expect is the monolith system. Essentially, these are like maps that you can do. They're connected by these webs, and you kind of play through the webs and go out, and you try and go out farther. You're looking for these little platforms. What these little platforms do is they help increase corruption. Increasing corruption is going to increase the difficulty. Let me move my face real quick. Over here, once you increase the difficulty, I have 465 corruption. Right now, enemies have 466% more health and damage. And I also have 481% increased item rarity and experience gained. So these numbers are tied to the modifiers that you'll pick up as you're going through these monoliths, these webs, and also tied to the corruption number. This number is infinite. So if you really like pushing a build as far as it can go, you might enjoy trying to, get this number above 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, that sort of thing. That's a lot of optimization and time and investment into your build. Another part of the in-game is getting your build set up nice and juicy, trying to find the right items, the crafting, that sort of thing. I am assuming you're talking about activities. So I mentioned the monolith. There's also an in-game system out here at the Shattered Road. Once you complete, yeah, it seems really cool. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you're liking what you're hearing. Once you complete like this little side quest, you can fight this guy called Aberoth. You need these keys. He's a bit of a fight, and there's now an Uber version of Aberoth behind a new faction in the game that was released last year. So with this new faction, they really expanded on the monolith system a lot. Here, let me move my face back. So they really expanded on the monolith system. You now find these like individual maps. So remember when I showed you like the little maps here on the map? Well, yeah, okay, that's confusing. Let me bring this back over here. Remember when I showed you the little echo webs and they're all connected? Well, with this new faction, you want to be on the lookout for something like this, called a cemetery. You go into the cemetery, you fight all the way to the end, and you got a console. It's like Star Trek. It's like the Enterprise. And you can slot these little maps onto your Echo and kind of create your own experience with these. And one of those maps is called Threshold of Eternity. And that Aberoth guy, I showed you the gate to it, where he's located. He's got an Uber version. You have to be at least 500 corruption, and he's a fight. He's very hard. Most builds in the game cannot defeat him. I defeated him once. Now, I don't really enjoy the fight, personally. I like doing this. I like pushing this out and increasing corruption and going through these webs and modifiers and stuff like that. That's what I enjoy. I should also mention that each timeline, right, because there's multiple timelines, each timeline has its own unique boss. It'd be cool if we can get like Uber versions or upgraded versions of these. Potentially. I mean, they get upgraded with corruption, so maybe not. that might get like pretty difficult, but yeah, so each timeline has its own unique boss, and there's rewards for killing these guys. They're not as difficult as like Aberoth or anything like that. You're coming from Diablo and a bit of PoE. I'm getting kind of bored of Diablo 4 and PoE 2. It's just not working out. And you're looking for an alternative? Yeah, especially, well, Diablo 4, hopefully they'll figure it out someday. Path of Exile 2, still in early access. You know, they're still adding content to the game. So having like all three games to kind of jump around is awesome. You know, obviously you got to learn them, but I think you'll find a good place here at Cosmic with Last Epoch. Amazing tech for older houses. I just put one in my brother-in-law's. Yeah. Holy man, this guy's on crack. Yo, who gave Rive the PCP, man? I didn't know you're EPA certified. I mean, I see the Kappa, Rifa, but do you actually need somebody certified to install that? So it's a Dungeons and Arena with a leaderboard? I mean, I don't mention it because the dungeons, they need help. In my opinion, they're not really an in-game thing. Only if you need more refrigerant. Oh, that makes sense. And Arena, yeah, Arena's there. Yeah, so like what Savick has said, Cosmic, there is an Arena leaderboard where you can compete against other people. Basically, it's survive as many waves of enemies as possible. It sounds great. It sounds awesome on paper, but it's not as interesting in my opinion. Dungeons are so bad. They gave a teleport. Yeah, exactly. They gave us a teleport to just skip straight to the boss. Looks like everybody. Dude, it just looks like everybody's playing Reflect. Look, everybody's just playing Reflect. Number one guy's doing Smite Warpath? Where? I mean, this guy's doing Smite Warpath, but number one guy looks like he's doing Reflect. He did that yesterday. Okay, here. Okay, let's go over here to Last Epoch Tools. We're going to check out the ladders. We're going to check out the arena. So Nagfang. Yeah, he's doing Reflect. Double red ring. He's in Circle of Fortune. He's using Thorn Shell. Twisted Art of Ukeros. Yeah. He's spec'd into Rebuke. Man, it is finally the season of Rebuke. It is finally the season of Rebuke. This is incredible. Yeah. All of his idols are the damage reflected idols. That is hilarious. Oh, man. Incredible build. Oh, man, that stings. Well, actually, no, that looks like a Nemesis special. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's check the next ladder. PoE 2 is still this guy. Yep, Reflect. Okay, what about Refire? Oh, yeah, Reflect. What about U-Snag? Reflect. What about Geolug? Is that a set? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, not Reflect. What about this Druid? Reflect, yeah. I mean, everybody's just playing Reflect. Okay. Last one. We got to look at this Void Knight. Is he playing Reflect? No, he is not. He is playing good old Titanheart with World Splitter. This guy. He is not playing Reflect. All right. Righty, bud. Thanks for the information. I should check out Reflecting Arenas is AFK favor farming. Oops, rank 4 is what I meant. You should check out Reflect in case they nerf it. Yeah, I wonder if they will. I'm not, but I do know somebody who is, and they were there to help. I did a lot of the setup and stuff while they were there for the requirement stuff and coding pass. My brother-in-law is super in a bad place money-wise, and I use everything I could to save him some money. Yeah, Reflect is a little overtuned. To give you an idea of what he had before, he had baseboard electric heating. Yep, that's right. The metal plates that were outlawed by code like 60 years ago. That sucks. Blame 1x1 idles, 150 flat reflect. Oh, that is insane. If you count that T6 on a shield is 300 flat reflect. Totally understandable. They're easy to install, actually, so you just got to know what you're doing. You don't need anyone else. Warpath and Reflect makes a lot of sense for Arena. Yeah, just tape the button down. I don't really want to do these. Yeah, I don't really want to do these. Now, let me throw that one down. Let me throw that one down. Orden's Watch. Sure. And I found still a few hooked up cloth covered power lines. Cloth? That was a thing? Oh wait, what kind of cloth was it? Was it asbestos? Yeah, like how do you change that out? Or is that just like, well, I guess we leave it? I mean, that's about to be 100 years old. Yeah, big oof. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Oh. This is clearly Plants versus Zombies, but they flipped it. So now Zombies versus Plants. I love the Countess D2 maps. Huh. Turn of the century. Which one? Oh, really? House is from the turn of the century. Which one? I hate this one. I am never coming back until next season. Yeah, I'll come back next season when I need to do it again for the Weaver faction. Like, I can't even look at chat right now. It's that sweaty. This just feels so unnecessary. Is that it? Yeah, this aggro sucks. Is this dual wield build planner? Hey, what up, Jason? This is what I currently have equipped. Yeah, thank you for the likes over there, guys. Yeah, that's what I currently have equipped, Jason. I will be releasing a build guide on this, and then I'm going to try and focus on making the two-hander work. That's what I had originally envisioned. So if you want to see that... Yeah. So the build that I'm linking to you is what I had originally envisioned as a theory craft. I was having a hard time making it work, so I switched to dual wielding. It's definitely going smoother, but I'm going to go back to trying to make the two-handed work. So what you see is what I have equipped. Why would I swap this? This looks great. Yeah. Okay, cool. Oh, critical strike avoidance? Forget it. Yep, forget it. Critical strike avoidance really kind of nerfs this build, not gonna lie. So I'm mad right now. I spent the end of last season trying to get Oceana from the mage and drop 3 of them today for my Void Knight. Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. The ocean ring. Hey, well, congratulations getting 3 of them, but yeah, that's frustrating. Oh, I got an extra point. Well, wow. And we're gonna gotta go to sleep. Have a great one. Thanks for the continued LE content. You're very welcome, Chriskin. Thank you for being here. You take care, man. Well, very thankful that I had the invulnerability on the healing hands traversal there. Hey, what up, Pan? How's it going? Good, and you doing okay? Just finished 5-hour stream of Dune, getting food, and then I don't know, maybe New World and chill. Yeah. How was Dune? Love it. Just hard due to being a solo player in any game, but you still love it. Awesome. Downloading Once Human right now to play with some friends. That's like the seasonal survival game, right? Oh, 35% critical strike of whatever. got a lot of melee critical strike multiplier, but I don't know. I want to try something. Seems legit. Dude, they hit for a lot. Dude, like, I'm hitting for okay numbers, but holy. All right. Yo, Yang, thank you for the follow. Well, this is what I got. Yeah, let's take these off. No problem, my man. Appreciate it. How you doing today? Yeah, let's forget this one. All right, so we saw a couple 700Ks. Oh, yeah. It's actually not as much. Now, I don't have the greatest, but I do think this extra critical strike multiplier. Yeah, they're pretty close. Yeah, they're pretty close. Ooh. 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 Great way to farm Orbis stuff. Just push out and take them out. There we go. So that puts us at 527 corruption. Yeah, head to bed now. Have a great night. Catch you later, Dragon. Oh, oops. Yeah, there we go. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down for tonight. Thank you so much for the likes over on YouTube, guys. Let's go ahead and find somebody over here on Twitch to send you guys over towards. Aaron's playing Street Fighter 6. Interesting choice. What about Last Epoch? Bad Dentist. Alright, friend of the channel, Bad Dentist. Let's go ahead and send you guys over there. He is playing Fireball Sorcerer. So send you guys over there. This is a really cool guy. He knows a lot about the game. So especially if you're playing a mage class, you might be able to find some information that you're looking for. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I'll be back again on Monday. Before I get out of here, catch you later, Rive for Sage. Catch you later. Hopefully you're having a good one. You're very welcome, Jason, over there on YouTube. You guys take care. So if you're over here on Twitch, let's go ahead and give a nice warm welcome, or hello, I should say, to Bad Dentist. Catch you guys later. YouTube, thank you so much for the likes. I don't really know what happened over here. We had a total of 23 views on this video. It looks like it didn't really hit a lot of people's feeds. But for the people who were here, it looks like you guys stayed a long time. So I don't know what happened. So Jason, Nico, you know, everybody who popped on G Money, thank you for clicking on the video. And you guys take care. Peace out.